Hey, welcome to my channel, and today we're discussing trading on the Solana Marketplace, NFTs, what you need in order to trade Solana on the NFTs. First is you need a wallet to keep your money in, and then you're gonna have to connect that wallet to one of the marketplaces, and you're gonna be trading SOL. So typically on the Solana blockchain, we're trading SOL, but don't worry, I know it might sound confusing in the beginning, but we're gonna explain to you that process. And we're also gonna look at and discuss what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of trading on Solana versus the Ethereum blockchain. So let's jump over to the big screen and discuss the Solana Marketplace. All right, welcome to the big screen. We're over here today, and like I said, we're going to be discussing trading on Solana. Now, first and foremost, as I like to remind everyone, this is my Twitter. On the previous side, you saw we're discussing NFTs and crypto, Web3, DeFi on all of my channels, TikTok, IG, and Twitter. But more importantly, everyone has to jump on Twitter. If you're interested in the space, you definitely got to get on Twitter and start following influencers and persons who have gotten in on this early on in the game, because they're dropping hints of what's coming down, what's next, what's going to be minted, what's whitelisted, all of the things that you need to know in order to get in early on of a minting of a new project before it takes off and runs up thousands and thousands of percentage. So again, much like I shared on a previous video where I got in on Alien Friends and Toy Boogers, yes, you may think it's too late for you, but guess what? It's never too late, because probably less than 10% of all of the world knows anything about this. So even though you're hearing the news and the media discussing that there's $20 billion in NFTs that were traded last year, $20 billion is a blimp in terms of all of the amount of goods and services that are traded. So just know that you're not too late, that you're still early on in the game. And if you're watching this video, follow me on Twitter, because again, we're going to have our own projects coming out soon, and we're going to be discussing projects that we're participating in. And you will see, you get a chance to see, first of all, some of the discourse that I'm already a part of, as well as some of the groups that I've joined. So participate, jump on Twitter, even if you know nothing about it, sign up and start following people, watching and learning. And I promise you, it's gonna be much more informative than you would get from say a Facebook group, right? So again, just want to say that before we jump into today's video. Now, we're over here, we're gonna go into the Solana Marketplace. I don't know up to my screen. Let's pull it up. All right, so today we're discussing the Solana Marketplace. Before we jump in, I want to give folks a recommendation. I'm going to drop this in the chat today. Here's an article that I read discussing 10 Solana NFT projects that you should know about in 2022. This is actually starred 36,000 times. It was issued on January the 3rd. So again, like I said, you are not too late. This stuff is happening as we speak. So you have the opportunity to, like anyone and everyone else out here, to read the information, understand it, process it, make your own decisions, educate yourself, be informed, so that then that way you can make the right decision with your investments and your money, and you know exactly what you're getting into. I'm just here as a guide to help you and give you some guidance in terms of where to start and what to look for. These are things that I look for to begin my research and my due diligence phase of before I make any type of purchasing decision. I don't just go off of gut or emotion, unless it's like 20 bucks or 50 bucks or something like that. Then I'm like, this looks kind of cool, so I'll buy it. But for the most part, I'm educating myself because it is my money, and I do see money as a utility to be used wisely and to invest in the future and to generate and produce a profit. So again, I'm very fiscal conscious. I'm not just in it for the art. I do want to make money. And so again, I think a lot of people out there as well or want to make money, and I hope that's what you want to do. So just be mindful of that moving forward, that in terms of, hey, this is what we're doing. This is the game that we're going to be playing, and I want you guys to also know it as well. So let's jump in and look at exactly what we're doing over here on Solana Marketplace. Give me a second. I'm playing with some stuff down here at the bottom. I don't know why I took away that Twitter feed. I'll put it back up. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So 10 Solana NFT products that you should know about in 2022. Here it goes on to explain NFTs, non-fungible tokens, are popularity in Solana starting to take the spotlight. I will say to buy Solana, you need two things. You need Sol, and to buy NFTs, you need to pay for it in gas, which is Sol as well. They say now, here's two places they recommend: CEX or Bitpanda, but I haven't used any of those exchanges. And you need a Solana wallet like Phantom or Solfair. I personally prefer Phantom. That's the wallet that I use. And here it says Solana cryptocurrency to buy NFT and pay for gas fees. What are gas fees? Gas fees are when you actually do a transaction, you have to pay a fractional fee of that transaction in order for it to be processed. Now, sometimes they're called mining fees, sometimes you hear them called gas fees, but depending upon the blockchain that you use, depends upon how much the fees are. So for example, Ethereum is known to have really absorbent fees that sometimes can actually be more expensive than the actual cost of the NFT. And that's why there's been all of these other blockchains that's created NFTs, because people are frustrated with, hey, look, this NFT is $50, but I have to pay $200 in gas fees, which if you look at it, if you were buying, say, for example, McDonald's, but they charge you taxes that was, 3 times what the meal cost, you probably would stop buying at McDonald's as well. So while OpenSea is a very widely known platform, typically OpenSea, for the most people, if you're looking at small dollar amount projects, OpenSea is probably going to not be supportive in terms of being able to have your products discovered if you're only trading for example, $200-300 items. Now, that's where Solana Marketplace comes into play, because on Solana, I can buy something that's a $50 item, a $25 item, and my gas fees could be, $10 or $5. Whereas on OpenSea and on Ethereum blockchain, I haven't seen any mining fees that cheap, period, right? So I bought I think one of my, I have to go back and look at it, but one of my NFTs, I believe I paid like $30 and the mining fees were $120. So I paid $150 for a $50 JPEG image, which is absurd. But because I wanted to learn it and get in the game, I was willing to do that. That was just, for me, the cost of doing business. But for the majority of folks out here who don't have that luxury and privilege of paying triple the amount of something just to pay for the fees, this might make more sense. So again, we'll talk about the Phantom wallet, and we'll talk about paying gas fees. But let's jump over here and look. Here's Phantom. This is the wallet that you're going to need. Well, this is one of the wallets that you will need in order to accept Sol. I personally love the Phantom wallet. This wallet, I like it because a couple things. One is this particular wallet, it allows me to keep my Sol and my NFTs in one place. What does that mean? So my NFTs that I purchase, it displays them on the screen, and then my money is also displayed on the screen as well in my wallet, and I just slide back and forth between money and NFTs. Let me see if I can show you this. Oh, it wants me to use my secret recovery phase. All right, I'll have to go in and I'll have to reset it. But for all intents and purposes, on the Phantom wallet, I don't know why it disappeared. Give me 1 second. Here on the Phantom wallet, you see right here where it has that $sign on there? That $sign shows your money, and then the 4 squares will actually show your NFTs. So it's really cool because it shows you both. And like I said, it can be downloaded as a Chrome extension. So I actually have it here on my Chrome extension. You see a little ghost up there next to the fox. I'll make sure this is squared out. But that little ghost up there next to the fox, that's Phantom. And so again, we're allowed to trade NFTs, buy NFTs, and you're allowed to see your money and your items in one place. Contrast that to certain wallets on the Ethereum blockchain. What I've heard from a lot of people is that they haven't found a good wallet to keep both their NFTs and their money in a single place. So again, Phantom solves that problem here, which I love, and that's why I use it. And what I do is I take my money simply from Coinbase here, and I'll take from Coinbase. You make sure I buy some Sol, and then I'll take my Sol, right? And I'll trade my Sol out. Hold on. So what I'll do is I'll send my soul to my Phantom wallet, and then that will allow me to go into the marketplace and actually purchase these NFTs. We'll go ahead, we'll show you that in a minute, but I just want to explain the process. So here on Coinbase account, I add my soul, and then I'll take that soul and then I'll send it out to my Phantom wallet. And then for my Phantom wallet, I'm able to buy and trade on these various marketplaces. And so here's an example of a marketplace, Magic Eden. And I bought both on Magic Eden, and also I purchased on DigitalEyes.market. Here is actually the mint calendar for DigitalEyes.market. This is the homepage that you'll find here. But here, let's go back. This is a mint calendar. So here you can actually see all of the projects that are coming up this month. So you can see all these projects coming up this month, and you can actually click on them, read about the project. Here's Twitter, here's the Discord, here's the website. Tells about the project, an NFT collection of unique eggs. Each was modeled by hand and created with intention. There are no repetitions, no automatic generation, quality made in Germany. All right. So it tells you here, we'll donate 10% of our profits to the ocean cleanup. The community has decided. It tells you who the people are, lead artists, marketing. So here, so you can actually go in and for all of these projects and learn and read about the projects. Pixel monkeys, pixel chicks, dragon eggs, NFTs. Let's just take another one and look at it. Digital Eyes, Magic Eden's where to buy it. Soul Say is another platform. Here, gives you a little video. All right, so it tells you here, it gives you a roadmap of what they're doing, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. What can you do with your eggs? So again, funny thing is that a lot of people have that impression when they're buying NFTs, sometimes you're just collecting actual images, and they don't realize that sometimes these images, what they call is PFP, I'll pull that up, they're actually tied back to games. They're tied back to things that actually have real utility. And let me just pull this up for you so that you can see it. PFP here. PFP is an acronym in texting and social media. It means proof, picture for proof, right? So when you're looking at, for example, why did we change my image on Twitter? We'll go to my Twitter account, and you'll see I no longer have my image there. You'll see this alien guy, right? That's my PFP, meaning that's my picture for proof that I actually own this particular alien. And I have, when you go to OpenSea, you'll see my contract and you'll see the link where I actually own that particular character. And I'm the only one that owns that character, and I can sell that character. Now, that is not the case with all NFTs. Some NFTs, people can sell like 20 of them or 30 of them or 40 of them. So that's why, again, doing your due diligence and doing your research makes a difference, because sometimes people will, like on some of my characters that I purchased, hold on, let me see if I can show you this example. I'll go back in on my collection. Here, on this character here, you see what it says? There's 333 total and 299 owners, and I own one of them. So that sometimes an artist will create multiple renditions of the same character, and so you may, like in this particular case, in these characters, I'm the only owner, and on this other example, I'm one of 333 owners for that particular artist. So all right, let's go back over here. So magiceden.io, that's another site where you can actually trade Solana, and you can buy these. Connect your Solana wallet up here. Why do it seems like I'm always in the way. All right, see where it says select wallet. So that's where you're going to connect your Phantom wallet or whatever other wallet they said. Let me see what they suggested. They said, I use Phantom Solfair. I've never used Solflare wallet, but I use Phantom. So this is where so let me come back for the screen. Let's go back. All right, so here it says select wallet. This is where you actually connect your wallet. And then once you connect your wallet, then you'll be able to browse and purchase items. Now, let's go here. Same thing with Digital Eyes. You see what it says connect wallet. You click connect wallet. It pulls from Phantom, Solet, Solfair, Solong, Slope. And then you can actually, once you connect your wallet, it has your wallet has your money in it, which is Sol, and then you're able to buy and sell these particular items. But more importantly, I think what's the gist is here you could go on, start doing research, understanding what the collections are. All of these sites have the same thing, collections. It shows you the stats, so you can see what's rising, what are the popular ones. Hold on. See, it tells you top NFT collections, 1 day, 7 days, 30 days. So you don't have to really guess, but one of the recommendations that I've seen and watching other influencers suggest is, while Ethereum blockchain and OpenSea is by far the largest platform, unfortunately, some of these the prices are ridiculous, right? And so if you're just getting into this, you don't want to pay 10,000 or even maybe not even 5 or 2 or 5,000 for it. So if you're looking to pay $50 or $100, you may want to look at other blockchains like Solana, like Avalanche or Avix, to where you can go shopping for lower price valued items that you could still trade and make money from. Unfortunately, again, we don't all have $10,000, $20,000 to throw in on the latest and greatest that's rising. So we have to go to alternative sources, and this is one of those alternative sources. So here, let me pull back on the screen. So here for 1 day trading volume, Galactico Geckos has gone up 1,000%. You see that? So they're up to average price of now 7.25. So I actually own Galactic Geckos. Let's see. Thugbirds has gone down 25%, but 1 day is not really indicative of what's happening. Let's look at, I want to look at more of 7 days, 30 days. Give me more. All right, 7 days. Galactical Gecko's gone up 160%. Degenerate Ape Academy's gone up. Portal's gone up. Let's go out 30 days. The average price was 8.3 Sol. Again, so in the last 30 days, it went from floor price to floor, average of 10, so it went down. So at 30 days, it went down 40. So it's at average price was 10, basically 10 Sol. I think Sol right now is trading at 200. Solana's, 147. Okay, so Sol's trading 140. So if you go back and you look at, so if it's 8 Sol, so it's 8 times 140 is basically the price, right? So whatever that comes out to. Somebody do the math on that. All right, so 8 times 140 is the price that they were trading at. 7 days, it was at $10. Let me see. And so it's funny because, okay, Harrod's trading at 7. So average price is 7. So again, remember this. This is the interesting thing. Some people are trying to do the math in their heads, right? And they're like, Eric, how do you keep up with all these numbers? What I try to tell folks is this. When you start trading NFTs or when you start buying tokens, it's really hard to calculate them, converting them back to dollars. When you start to get good, and when I say good, when you start to get more experience in this, you will compare them to other currencies or other tokens. For example, you will look at what is Sol compared to Ethereum, or what is Bitcoin compared to Ethereum, right? And what is ETH compared to Sol, right? So you'll start to understand the relationship between the currencies and the tokens themselves. But I understand that this is a beginner video and we're just introducing this to folks, and it could be a little bit confusing. But the good thing is that here, as you can see, there's always an opportunity to oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was screen was sharing. There's always an opportunity to do your research, to do your due diligence, and learn about a project. So interesting enough, I bought galactic geckos. So let's go in here. Let's go to this article that I pulled up, and it researches, it tells you. Look at the #1 thing that they mentioned: Galactic Geckos Garage. And it mentioned Galactic Geckos Garage, NFT Social Adventure Club, 10,000 space wrecking Galactic Geckos. And then it goes on and explains why this makes sense. And it tells you the average price they were at the time. It mentions it's a promising project, over $47 million worth of geckos being traded since launch. You can buy it on SolanaArt.io, which is another platform for trading NFTs for Solana network. But again, I've just used these two. Solana Monkey Business. That one was a little bit expensive for my taste, so I wasn't able to buy in on that because they were already trading at high numbers. But again, yeah, the current floor price was 175 SOL, which was like 30 grand. So I was like, nah, I'm out on that one. This one for the dragons was, again, this was a good one, but it was, at some point, I think it was trading at, let me see, 1,100 dragons, 7 book of tokens daily. Where was it at? Yeah, the SOL price, they were at $26,000 here. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I didn't want to do that. Pesky penguins, I own 2 or 3 pesky penguins. They weren't so bad in terms of price wise. So I did stake a couple pesky penguins. See, they're around 4 SOL, so like $800 a piece. So I bought 3 of those pesky penguins. Thug birds was another one. That one was a little bit pricey for me. But it was interesting. It says there's 9 different rappers that fans of: Biggie, DITC, Gangstar, Jay-Z, Mobb Deep, Nas, Outkast. There's a DAO that governs Thug Birds and sports artists. They've got their own 8-bit Thug Birds game. When you start getting into this stuff, you're like, what in the world? But remember, part of Web 3.0 and part of the DeFi is that you actually are going to own the internet. Like, you're going to own the stuff. You'll own the games. You'll own the characters in the games. You'll own the land in the games. You're going to own all aspects of it. You're going to own the financial institutions that actually stake the money and provide the funding, because you can put your money up, right, and use your money to produce money. Like a bank normally only had the options, and in the previous world, right, only banks can lend out money. Now you, the consumers, have the ability to lend out money. So there's all of these really cool features that can do. Lotus Gang. Lotus Gang was another one that they recommended, but again, it was a little bit on the pricey side. The Ori project was expensive for me. Solsteads, I did pick up 2 houses from Solsteads. I did pick up 2 houses from there. Solarians, that was an inexpensive project that I did buy into. I picked up 2 of those characters, or 3 of those characters from Solsteads. Digging Ape Academy, again, there's another project they recommended that was a little bit too pricey for my taste. But this is a start. This is doing research. This is digging around and understanding what you're getting into. So I did not realize that on this PC, I didn't have my Phantom wallet connected. So I'm going to have to connect my Phantom wallet and then show you how to make a trade. But for all intents and purposes, I did want to come on there, introduce you to the Solana Marketplace. I personally love the Solana Marketplace. I personally love Phantom Wallet. I actually, on my phone, I think I have, let me see. So I have on my computer, I have MetaMask wallet, you see that Fox, Kepler wallet with the K, and I have Phantom wallet. So on my computer, I have 3 wallets, and on my phone, on my phone here, see it says crypto wallets. I have Trust wallet, Coinbase wallet, Exodus wallet, and I have KuCoin. I never used KuCoin though, but I have 3 wallets on my phone, and I have 3 wallets on my computer, and I have a Ledger wallet here at my desk. So I have 7 wallets. And then I have Coinbase and I have Gate.io. So I've got, and so you asked me, why do I have all this wallets and stuff? Because unfortunately right now, because it is new, and there are tokens that we're buying that are not on Coinbase, not on Binance, not on crypto.com. We have to send money outside of those centralized platforms to decentralized networks in order to be able to do things like buy NFTs, trade NFTs, and whatnot. So we're going to show you how to do that in an upcoming video, but I did want to come on today and explain what was Solana, what was Solana Marketplace, what it looked like, and show you guys, give you an example of that. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, give me questions so that we can continue making more content surrounding NFTs, Web 3.0, and DeFi.